Hello and welcome back. Today a special practice. It is the first day of Leo season. If you've been doing the math, counting down with me to 40, you might have worked out. I'm a Leo. So in Leo fashion, we're going to be firing it up today. We're going to be celebrating this new season and really having an energizing strength focused practice. This practice is also for two very special people. One, I have another cousin who's my little Leo soul sister, and another great friend who is a Leo. Her birthday's today. And one thing I've always admired about this friend is her strength, her mental strength, her ability to give the strongest hugs of anyone I know, and her physical strength that she year after year maintains. So this is a practice that hopefully she will enjoy, that we can build a little strength and be inspired by the people who are strong in our own lives. So getting started today with something kind of fun, we'll take what's called lion's breath. And this is a special kind of breath. I'm going to read just a tiny little bit of instructions from the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Lion's breath, an energizing breath. It's a breath to help you get rid of stuck energy. And we're doing it today to celebrate Leo season. I will warn you, it's a funny feeling breath. It's one that can cause you to feel a little self-conscious. The lucky thing is you're hopefully doing this video at home where no one can see you. And really just have fun with it. Like I said, this is an energizing sequence meant to build strength, meant to fire us up for the very energetic season that is the season of the Leo. So when we set up this breath, the Hatha Yoga Pradipika tells us we'll inhale deeply through the nose and exhale, making a roaring sound like a lion. The sound should not be forceful, nor should it irritate the throat. And to stimulate the throat more, you could even move your tongue from side to side. So when we take this exhale, we'll be sticking the tongue way out of the mouth as far as you can get it, maybe down to your chin. I have always learned it that your eyes should roll back in your head when you do it. So it's really up to you. You can always skip it, but it might be fun to give it a try right here on this first day of Leo season. Let's start with just 5 clearing breaths. 5 breaths here in your tall, comfortable seat. Maybe some deep breaths into your chest to start to feel that energizing effort of the practice. Maybe you could use a few relaxing breaths in your belly to start. So we'll take about 3 more breaths. And then you can join me or watch for these 3 lion's breath. Deep inhale through your nose. 2 more. Inhale. 1 more here. Inhale. When you're ready, taking a few deep breaths on your own and meeting me in a down dog. It's a hard breath not to have a little fun with, not to put a smile on your face. We'll meet in our down dog where you might pedal through your feet, you might wiggle your hips, you might bend and straighten your elbows to start to already build that strength. Still a powerful sequence today, but with no chaturangas. We'll have some other plank variations. You can feel free to add in chaturangas where you want them, but just knowing that rather than chaturanga, we've got some other plank versions to celebrate here today. As our warm-up, we're going to inhale to a high plank and exhale back to down dog. We'll take that 4 more times. Inhaling, letting your body come forward, hit your high plank. Exhale to press back, down dog. 3 more. Plank to down dog. Plank, down dog. Give it 1 more inhale, forward high plank, and back to down dog. From your down dog, taking a little stroll to meet your hands at the top of the mat. From there, we get a half lift breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to come on up. Exhale, any side bend to the right. Inhale, center. exhale left. Inhale center, exhale a forward fold. Halfway lift on your breath in, on your exhale back to a high plank. I like to take my feet pretty wide for these. We've got shoulder taps, right to left, left to right. We're going for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You'll catch your high plank inhale. Exhale back to down dog. 3 breaths right here. One more big breath. And let it go. Inhaling to lift your heels, bend your knees. Exhale to travel top of the space. Halfway lift when you get there. Back to forward fold, exhale. All the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale to an open twist, left arm back. Inhale, reach up through center. Exhale, right arm back. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Maybe you step back with the opposite foot first this time. From here, we've got knees to elbows, right to right, left to left. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hit your high plank, catch an inhale. Exhale is down dog. 3 breaths. Inhale, heels up. Exhale to the top. Halfway lift, breath in. Forward fold, breath out. All the way up on your inhale. On your exhale, a cactus arm heart opener. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale to your high plank pose. From here, we're rolling heels to the right, weight in the right hand, left arm high for side plank. And then we're pulsing the hips for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You'll find your high plank and roll it to the other side. Heels to the left, right arm lifts. We pulse for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's a high plank, breath in, and back to down dog. 2 breaths right here. A lift of your heels, a bend of your knees. Inhale, exhale to the top. Half lift, forward fold. All the way up to standing Urdhva Hastasana, reach. On your exhale, arms sweep back, heels lift. You can balance or pulse for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heels are down, arms are up, it's a breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, take a half lift. Exhale to a high plank pose. From here, little heel raising glute work. We'll let our right heel pulse up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Right toes down, left heel lifts for 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to high plank, inhale. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths right here. One more breath in and out. From here, option to lift your right leg high on an inhale. Exhale, right foot between your hands. We're setting up crescent lunge. So come on up to set your crescent lunge. From here, reach your arms high, inhale. On our exhale, we've got a cactus arm twist, maybe a little bend in your back knee. So we're twisting to the right. We've got a cactus through the arms. You could add a little pulse for 3, 2, 1. Back to crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, open warrior 2. Catch a breath here. And let it go. Then we'll dance our warrior. Inhale, arms and legs straighten. Exhale to warrior 2. Inhale, reach. Exhale, 2. Inhale, up. Back to warrior 2. Dance it one more time. Inhale, straighten. Exhale to extended side angle. 3 breaths. Full breath in and out. A little extra inhale here. Exhale's a side plank. Left hand on right foot back. You could stay in side plank. You could pulse, or maybe wild thing, tapping your right toes behind you, lifting your hips, reaching your right arm back for 4. Any version of plank for 3, 2, 1. You'll find your way back to a high plank and back to down dog. Breath in, breath out. Wild thing for a wild Leo season. On your inhale, left leg can lift. Exhale, left foot between your hands. We find our crescent lunge to start. Steady it here. Take an inhale. Exhale, that cactus arm twist. Maybe a little bend in the back knee. You can stay or maybe twist and pulse for 3, 2, 1. Back to crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Then you catch a breath here. And let it go. We dance our warrior. Inhale, everything straightens. Exhale, back to warrior 2. Inhale, up. Exhale, 2. Inhale, reach. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, dance it. Exhale, extended side angle this time for 3 breaths. One more full breath. Your extra inhale here. Exhale to a side plank. You could tap your right knee down. You could find a pulse, a hold, or maybe left toes behind you, hips up, left arm reaches for 4, 3, 2, 1. We're back to a high plank, breath in, and a down dog, breath out. Let's take 3 breaths right here. One more breath in. Full breath out. Inhale to lift your right leg high. We start the same. Exhale, step it between your hands. We come on up for high crescent. Exhale for that cactus twist to the right. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Just one time, dancing warrior, inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. A reverse triangle, breath in, and our triangle pose. We'll take 3 breaths here. Option for a block, option to bring back of the hand towards the shin, maybe left arm up and over the ear for 2 more breaths. It's a big star pose, inhale. And then heels and toes out, goddess with cactus arms. We got a little twist here. We'll start at center, and then we'll twist right. Center, left, center, right, center, left. We'll do one more each side, to the right, to the left. Back to center, maybe you drop your hips, and then back to star, and a wide leg forward fold for 2 full breaths. It's a half lift inhale. and a lunge to the top. You can step back to a high plank. Maybe you take a chaturanga, maybe you hold, maybe you take a shoulder tap for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find a high plank and back to down dog. So taking those transitions with whatever helps you feel powerful. Breath in, breath out. So our left leg can lift, inhale. Exhale, left foot between our hands. We take our crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale that cactus twist. Inhale back to crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. We dance it just one time, inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Then a reverse triangle, breath in, and triangle pose for 3 breaths. Maybe you reach right arm up and over. 2 more breaths. Star pose lifts you up, and then back to goddess. This one you could add a little twist, or you could just hold. You could close your eyes for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to star, inhale, and your wide leg fold. 2 breaths right here. Half lift on your inhale, and a lunge to the top. Inhaling high plank, option to take it lower. We've got knees to elbows, left to left, right to right, just for 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're back in your high plank, then back to down dog. 2 breaths right here. Inhaling, option to lift your right leg up. Exhale, right foot steps between your hands. We come on up, crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, cactus twist. Back to crescent, breath in. Exhale, a full airplane pose. Arms can be anywhere that feels supportive. We've got our hamstring curl, left heel in for 4, 3, 2, 1. We're finding our way back to crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Reverse your warrior this time, inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Then a reverse triangle, breath in. You can take it to triangle or through a triangle on your way to half moon pose, where we stay in balance for 3 breaths. One more. It's a soft right knee as you find your way to a star pose, inhale, and back to goddess. Let's take those twists. Hands can be at heart or a cactus. Let's go left, center, right, center, left, center. Use those side muscles, right, center. Knees stay open as you twist. And one more time to the right. Back to center and star to your wide leg fold for 2 full breaths. We catch our half lift and our lunge to the top. Inhale for a high plank. On your exhale, option to take a chaturanga or heels to the right, left arm high. We pulse it for 4, 3, 2, 1. High plank to side plank, heels to the left, right arm high for 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to our high plank and back to down dog. 2 breaths. Option to take left leg high. Exhale, left foot between your hands. Crescent lunge lifts you up, and your cactus arm twists to the left. Back to center crescent, and into airplane pose. You find your arm variation. We've got those hamstring curls. Right heel in for 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll find an inhale as we step back, land in crescent. Exhale to warrior 2. A reverse warrior this time. Inhale, exhale, extended side angle. Then a reverse triangle, your choice. Another triangle pose, or you launch, half moon. We're here for 3 breaths. One more. Soft left knee as you make your way to a star pose. And back to goddess. This one just holding for 7. Option to close your eyes for 6. You could add a little pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to star. And your wide leg forward fold. 2 breaths right here. Take a half lift inhale, and your lunge to the top. Breath in, and we step to the top this time. Halfway lift, and all the way to standing. So we'll set up a tree pose, and we'll have a little added variation today. So first, setting up your tree pose, let's take our weight in our left foot. Right foot comes to ankle, calf, or thigh. And I want you to channel your inner Leo, whether it's in your chart or not. Find that strong confidence, this belief in yourself, this belief in your balance. Steady your gaze with fire, with intensity on one single thing. We'll take 5 breaths here. You could try any arm variation that you like. 5 breaths, and then we'll add a little something. Now you can stay and just keep working your steady, confident tree. Or for windy tree, we'll bring our forearm, back of the hand, towards the right thigh. Left arm reaches up and over, and we take a side bend towards our lifted leg, towards the right. We're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. We come back to our tree pose, and then right knee forward, right foot down. A little shake and a thank you to your left. Let's head right in with that fierce, lion-like confidence. We'll bring weight in the right foot, left foot to your ankle, your calf, or your thigh. We first find just our 5 breaths. 5 breaths to steady this tree pose with any arm variation you like. Remembering balance is different every single day, moment to moment. Never forgetting the success of a practice is in the practice. It's not in nailing a pose. It's not in perfecting a pose. It's really the practice of the practice. Just being here, engaging with the trying. If you'd like a windy tree, it's back of the left hand to the left thigh, right arm reaches up. And then it's our side bend to the left just for 4, 3, 2, 1. You come back to your tall tree, and then left knee forward, left foot down. A little shake, a little wiggle. We'll take it into a chair pose and right into a prayer twist. Hands come into your heart. You take a twist to your left. You could stay lifted, really working the strength of your side body. You could find elbow to knee for a little bit of leverage. We're here for 2 more breaths. We'll come back to our chair. Same thing to the right. Now you could just stay and work the strength, or maybe elbow to the knee for 2 more breaths. We'll come back to chair and then a forward fold. Walk yourself back. We'll take just about a 30-second playtime for crow. You can feel free to set it up however you like. I like to start with feet together, my butt up nice and high, hands come down. You start to bend the arms as you bend the knees wide. Place them on the backs of your arms, maybe up in your armpits. One toe, both toes. You could always stay grounded. We're just here and playing any version of crow for 7, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, our release is a Malasana squat. Feel free to move this one around a little. Maybe you've got a block that you love to sit on for Malasana. Maybe feet are flat, maybe heels are lifted. Maybe you use your elbows to widen your knees. About 5 breaths. Two more. Can you slow them way down? From here, we'll come onto our knees. We'll set up 1 camel pose as our big heart opener today. So some things to remember, you could have blocks as a place to rest your hand outside your heels. You could always leave hands in pockets. You could stay kneeling and take sort of a lower, less intense camel while still getting that big heart opening. And then as an added bonus for your camel today, encouraging you to join me in a couple rounds of lion's breath. So we'll set up our camel, we'll hold for a few breaths, and then we'll finish with 3 optional lion's breath exhales. So start to find your way to your camel setup. I like to start with my toes tucked. Hands come into our back pockets as we squeeze elbows together. We're pressing hips forward, melting our tailbone down, feeling this energetic lift of our ribs away from our hips. I like to keep a little tuck in my chin so my gaze stays towards the ceiling. Some people like to drop their head back. You really need to be aware of your neck, what feels best in your body. If you're going for heels, you're gonna try to reach with both hands for both heels at the same time. When you get there, option to keep toes tucked or untucked. Press your hips forward, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Steady your camel here. Few breaths. And then here we go. I've got 3 camel exhales with your breath. Find your inhale. Breath in. 1 more. You'll bring your hands back to your pockets at the same time, and then hips down to our heels. Hands can rest on your lap. You've probably got a smile on your face if you tried that lion's pose or lion's breath. And you can just let that smile stay there the rest of class. About 3 breaths right here. Blink, open your eyes if they were closed. We'll set up half pigeon from here. You can always come onto your back for figure 4. You could take a deer pose. So we will slide our right shin forward. If you're going for pigeon, right knee is wide, left leg is back. If you're going for deer pose, You've got right shin parallel at the top of your mat, left leg kind of off to the side, but we'll all catch a lift of our chest. We're trying to get some evenness through our hips, and when you're ready, you can fold on down. About a minute right here to rest in your hip opener. From here, starting to press yourself back. Option to find a down dog. You could just swing the hips around. You could come back to your tabletop, taking whatever you need between sides. Eventually setting up left side. Maybe it's half pigeon, maybe it's deer, maybe you're on your back for a figure four. We'll be headed there next, so you could just stay in your figure four if that's what you like. We'll find a lift of our chest and our fold to rest for about 1 minute here. One more breath. Lifting your chest and then finding any release. Like I said, we're headed to our back. So your favorite way there, you could find a final down dog. When you're ready, coming onto your back, we'll catch one legs up on the way. You don't need any props. You can just press your heels towards the ceiling. Just here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, knees are down into your chest and then legs fall to the left. Right arm might reach out to the right. Today, option to turn your palm down towards the mat and really spread through your fingers. Ground through your forearm. Get a stretch through your hand. Come back to center with the knees, and then switch it out. Legs to the right, left arm out to the left. Maybe that option to turn palm down, spread the fingers, press your palm down, get a stretch. We'll come back to center with the knees. Start to spread yourself long for your final Shavasana. As you're here, bring the backs of your hands to the mat and then put some effort. Press your back of your head, your shoulder blades, your glutes, the sides of your feet, the sides of your leg, the backs of your arms, the backs of your hands. Press everything with that strong energy that you've built all practice. Press, 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 press for 3. Even more press into the floor for 2. And 1 release, final Shavasana. . 1 always stay right here for as long as you need. If you're ready to move, take a big breath in and reach your arms up overhead for a full body stretch. From there, curl your knees into your chest, take a roll to one side in your fetal pose, and a moment here to thank your body, your strong, powerful body that carried you through this practice and has carried you every single day of your life. This body that will be the body of your future, and a big thanks to this body exactly as it is in this moment. From there, maybe making your way up to your comfortable seat. You could bring hands to your heart center and take a moment to thank your own practice. Remembering this practice connects you to people all over the world who share in yoga, and we can thank them along with the people of the past and the future who make our yoga practice possible. Thumb knuckles up to your third eye. You could seal it with a bow.